Hello. Right. In my last video, in case you missed it, it was a coffee and chat. I know that's not everybody's cup of tea, ironically, given the name. We skimmed over a topic which I want to do a deeper dive in this week because it's a good one. And it's something that I think a lot of people don't always want to hear. I'm starting to see a pattern actually in me making videos about things that people don't want to hear. We're going to crack on with it though. Now, obviously, if you clicked on this video, it's because you are interested to know my thoughts on what might get you some more sales, or more specifically, some more consistent sales. And in a nutshell, it's gifting and personalization. But as with all of these unpopular topics, stay with me. The reason why I get a bit of pushback with this is that a lot of us are on Etsy to sell our art in whatever medium that comes in, and we don't like this idea of, well, someone put it perfectly when I was having a conversation on Instagram, and he said, I don't want my artwork to be gift shop goods. And I thought, aha, a little light bulb went off. Because here's the thing, I get it. I get the whole not wanting to play to the galleries feeling. However, Etsy is a gift shop. His timing is just perfect. Such a good boy, saving me from the washing machine. Right, where was I? Something about a gift shop. This is the problem. People tend to view Etsy as the art gallery and not the gift shop that it is. I'm sorry. And I'm also sorry to Etsy, but you kind of made it what it is. So, you know, you can live with it. Actually, in Etsy's defense, it's the buyers that dictate this. And Etsy have said on numerous occasions that buyers come to Etsy to look for something to celebrate key events, life milestones. Oh yes, and holidays. And they come to Etsy to look for something a little bit different. We all know this. This is not news. But all of these things fall into the realm of gifting. And I've actually got a plan for 2022 to try and help my shop evolve more so that I can bring in more sales, but more importantly, something that looks a little bit more consistent. And it's going to take me a year to do this. I will circle back to this. But if you really want more sales, then you have to ask yourself, are you focusing all of your energy on optimizing your shop, like tweaking the shop itself? Or should you perhaps be putting more of your energy into your products themselves? Because you could be doing everything right in your shop. Your branding could be on point. You could have the best keywords going. Your photographs could be wah, and all the rest of the good things. Even your products themselves could be the best quality products ever that ever existed. There's lots of excited hands going on today. But the thing is that if nobody's actually looking for your products, if nobody wants them and no one's actually searching for them, you're not going to shift them because nobody wants them, love. I always feel like a complete cow saying that, but it is true. And it is something that I've had to ask myself a lot. Do people really want this, Kim? And often the answer is no. And I'm not even talking about my beautiful ugly sweater, which if you've seen that video, hi. I mean, the fact that nobody wanted that, quite frankly, is just, I mean, I judge everyone in the world for not wanting that jumper, frankly, but also happy because I own it now. What that says about me, I don't know. I digress. My point, if you haven't looked really critically at your products and perhaps tried to see if you can optimize them for gifting, then now is the time. Now you should really try to. And you need to try and bear in mind that Etsy is a gift shop and your items, they need to be not the main show, because that's what the art gallery is for. And your art gallery, I guess, could be your website. Or the real McCoy, your main items, they can sit side by side with your more gift shop items in your shop. And this is where the whole gift shop, gifting, life milestones and all of that can really come into play, and which is why I invite you to maybe play to the galleries a little bit, especially when it comes to your Etsy shop, because this is the place to do it. And I think in terms of getting your items into the mix of what people are genuinely looking for on Etsy, optimizing your items for gifting is what gets you in that crowd. But what really helps you stand out from the crowd is personalization. I get a lot of pushback about this as well. And I was one of those people. I still am to a point, because it's not an easy thing to incorporate. Some people can incorporate it into their listings just like that, and it's so easy, and I hate you a little bit. For some of us though, it's graft. And it took me months of playing with ideas and ditching ideas and tweaking ideas and trying to come up with some things that I can list in my shop throughout the year that will incorporate some personalization. And I think I've got there, but it's been tricky. So even though it can be really, really tricky to incorporate, I do recommend that everyone tries to, because it is really going to help you stand out from your competitors. And this is important. You want to stand out from your competitors. You don't want to copy them or be inspired by them or whatever floofy term you want to use to dress it up. It's copying. It's copying. We all know it. What I suggest is that you see what your competitors are doing and you work out how you can be different. You need to be the purple cow. You are not going to stand out by being another shade of purple. So what I would suggest, if you feel that you have tried everything else in your shop, I mean, I would argue that there's always work to be done. But if you want to try something a little bit different, perhaps take a break from looking at your shop itself and focus on your products and ask yourself, would this make a good gift? And when I say make a good gift, I don't mean by just whapping on the tag, gift for him, gift for her, whatever. Would it, without any tags or any of that help, would someone look at it and go, that would make a good birthday gift, or whatever the gift is for? Would it make a good gift? And perhaps sit down and have a good brainstorming session and see if there are any items that you can optimize for personalization. Like me, you might have to come up with a whole new item. So this is why I wanted to delve a little bit deeper into this topic, because I mentioned it in my roundup video for January, because someone asked a really good question, and that was, what's the one thing, if you had to choose just one thing, what would it be in terms of getting more sales to your shop? And I cheated then. Gifting and personalization is technically two things, but I do think that they kind of work together really, really well. And I wanted to cover it again because it's something that's not spoken about a lot. But I have started making more headway with my shop because I have taken a different approach. And it's to circle back to the whole gift shop theory. That was a bit of a flimsy metaphor, but hopefully it clicked with you. I'm trying to evolve as Etsy evolves. And that is going to mean that my items are going to have to evolve. And it kind of sucks because it does mean playing to the galleries, and it may mean making items that you'd never thought of before. I am making Valentine's Day cards, which is not something I have ever thought to make. But when I was brainstorming new ideas, this was the sort of thing that kept cropping up. It's like, if you want different, you're going to have to do different. It seems to be paying off, but it does raise a question. If Etsy is going down this route of being more gift shop-esque, where then does the art go? Is there still space for that sort of thing on Etsy? Yes. The way I personally am going to come at that, I'm going to spend this year evolving my shop to try and get those consistent sales. And I'm going to do it with the gift shop theory in mind. And then what I want to do maybe next year is start my own website where then I can use that as my art gallery for the textile art. Do you see where I'm going with this? I personally am really excited by this idea, and I think that might be a way that people can evolve and still use Etsy and get traction and success from Etsy. Granted, not all people in all niches are going to be able to relate to what I've just said. I appreciate that. I can only show up here each week and speak from my own experience because that's all I got, mate. I'm sorry. And on that note, I'm going to end this video. I'll see you again next week.